Hi guys, good morning, good evening, depending on your time. This is Astro Park, and this is a logarithmic chart of Bitcoin on Coinbase. And the labels, the B and S labels you are seeing, are the ones printed by my crypto swing trading V2 indicator. It is an indicator that works on both cryptocurrencies, both USDT and BTC pairs. It works also for forex indexes, for stocks. And today I will show you a little bit more about crypto swing trading. So despite the crypto in the name, as I'm mainly a crypto trader, it works everywhere and on every time frame. Of course, as you should know, as a trader, signals on high time frames have much more power than one on low time frames. Then I will show you also a little bit about my Sniper Scalper indicator, which is not isolated strategy, but it gives a lot of scalping signals, both long and short. So you are supposed to buy on a B label. You are supposed to sell your back on a S. Of course, you can also decide to short, okay, on a sell. The strategy is developed also to simulate the 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 short side. Okay, here we are on daily time frame. So you see, would I suggest to buy in the beginning of the 2015. We are here in 2021. So how can we use the indicator? Of course, we need to go on lower time frame. Who, of course, was able to buy this kind of dips or the COVID dip of 2020. He is in great gain and it can simply wait for a sell to understand where it should know. In fact, this indicator is really good in suggesting tops and bottoms. Sometimes they are local. Okay, for example, this was a local bottom. We had a rise here. This was also, or it was near a local bottom. This was exactly the top, so pretty good. But if we go on low time frames, we can see, for example, what I mean. We have here, we call the bottom. This was not the top. Okay, we had a retracement, but the bulls continued rising. Here called again a local bottom, which was almost really the bottom. And again, in the past, we can see here some nice calls. I mean, in fact, the point of this indicator is, as you can see also on the strategy backtesting, is that accumulate a lot of buy. Okay, so it can trigger really a lot of buy, and then you will have an average entry price. So when a sell appears, you have the opportunity to always sell in profit. Okay, this is pretty good in my opinion. We can check, for example, the backtesting. So let's hide the alarms. Yeah, for example, we had a great return. Okay, because it was going to accumulate on all this buy. Okay, it's testing since 2019. Let's see. For example, okay, including also the 2018, for example, so elongated a lot every time. it was buying, 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 then it sold. Okay. In this back test, for example, I decided to disable the short. Okay, because I believe this is for Bitcoin is always a bull market. So, and this indicator is really great at calling, especially bull signals. Okay, so pretty good. Okay, and it's still already trying again to dollar cost averaging is entry. Okay, and this work on every time frame. What will change if you go on 1 hour? You will have, of course, much more signal. Here, for example, as two times called exactly the bottom. Then it's up to you to decide where to sell. If you are happy with your profit, for example, here let's say you bought here, but here spot or with a margin account. Well, you are here, for example, again really near the previous high, so it's fine to sell if you are a scalper, for example. If you love the trading, for example, I love to trade the low time frame signals for scalping. So, for example, how should I would trade this? For example, this was the buy. Okay, I put usually my stop loss below the recent low. Okay, so here, for example, and I try to have a 3-hour trade. Okay, in this case we didn't have a 3-hour here, we had a 2-hour, but it's still profit. Okay, and the same you can do for all the signals. Let's see, for example, let's go to the 15 minutes. So here you understand a lot what I mean with you can have a lot of signal. Okay, so this is what not, of course, the bottom, but here you had two signal which were exactly at the bottom. So until you manage your risk, it's always pretty fine. If this was the entry, okay, so the signal was here, so here you entered with stop loss below the recent low. You should have been stop lossed, of course, but it's fine if you then buy here, okay, stop loss below recent low, and you manage to have your 3-hour trades, for example, exactly 3-hour trades. So if you lose 1%, for me, 1 hour is 1% of my account. So if I would have lost 1 hour here, I got 3 hours here, so I'm up 2 hours, which is fine for me. Okay, which is very fine for me. Again here, the point is it's really better to average down your entry, okay? Because if you bought here, 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 and here, your average price was maybe this. So if you are told to sell here, you are pretty fine. You are doing a great profit. Let's try with the strategy on 15 minutes. What will happen? Okay, still very nice profit. Very nice profit. Less profit. Because you have much more signals, you are not exactly buying all the bottoms, you are averaging down your entry, but as you can see, you are able to really do what a trader should do. So buy low and sell high, because this is the worst for a trader, to go for FOMO, to buy high and to sell low because you are scared about what can happen. Okay, so a strategy like this will help you a lot. Okay, and it works on any other markets. Let's check for Ethereum. 4-hour. I prefer high time frames because I'm mostly a swing trader. Okay, this was almost ready. So here, like 500 from last signal. Of course, if you bought here, if you are a scalper, you would have stop loss. But if you are a swing trader, you are not really interested. If you believe that the asset will grow in price, or in this case, for example, was not so great. Let's include, for example, the short. Okay, in this case, on this exactly pair, you are not in profit, but which is fine. But as you can see, you manage to sell in profit. You can manage to sell in profit. Here, for example, there were a lot of buy signal that were given here while the price was in a downtrend. Okay, but if you take each one of these, you had a bounce. Here again, you had a bounce. Here, really not. It was really dropping hard. But I guess you understood the point of this. In this case, averaging down your entry is vital to do to execute the strategy in the best way in order to be able to sell in profit. For example, most probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So maybe the average price was something like here. I may say so. You could have eventually sell here at least half of your position in order to recoup some of your cash, then buy back here, and you would for sure sold here in profit. Okay, so this is a little of expertise that you can apply, which is usually also some generic basic money management. Okay, so let's check, for example, EUR USD, this forex pair. What can we see? I know probably a lower time frame should be better. Okay, you see, for example, you have a lot of signal you can play. Really a lot. And as you can see, really bottoms call. Okay, so I guess you can do a lot of profit also in forex with this indicator. As you can see, if you are, especially if you are not greedy, I will not. We can check again the strategy, of course. Not sure what will happen. Well, okay, it's in profit also. Let's check also with the short. Well, it doesn't change a lot. Here, I know a lot of day traders which ask me a strategy that works also as a day trading, and I guess this is pretty fine. It's pretty fine. On 15 minutes, for example, I don't like 15-minute signals because they are way too much. Despite some are really good. This was a local bottom, again a bounce, local bottom. You have always a bounce, despite here you are really dropping hard, so it's really trying to average it down. But guess what? You can manage to sell in profit also here. Okay, or also after all this buy, you can sell in profit again here, and so on. Okay, you average down and sell here. So I guess this is a really great tool. Let's check also, for example, Tesla. Okay, for example, it's adjusted to short here, which is fine. We have always on 5 minutes. I really don't like, as I said, 15-minute signal. By the way, here you are really averaging down. I mean, you are really doing some profit. If you love stocks, you will love this indicator for sure. Let's check the strategy. This is a pretty nice return. Okay, pretty nice return. Let's check Facebook. So here again, Pretty cool. So if you are a scalper, oh, you really called a top here. Really nice. So I guess the chart talks by itself. If you are not greedy, especially if you don't use too much margin, too much leverage, so you can afford be to be able to buy not the exact bottom or the sell at the exact top. Well, this is a pretty good indicator. Okay, so here, for example, I suggest to buy. Okay, but after this huge red candle, unless you took profit here, at least partial, you understand that something may not be so good and sell. Okay, but this is also a little bit of experience that you will do by yourself while trading. Let's check also on 6 hour. 6 hour, I like this on 6 hour. So really bottom call here. Pretty nice. And that's it. I mean, I guess these labels talk by themselves. Okay, let's check also, just to be sure, gold, XAU, USD. Okay, not so many calls on 6 hour. Go to 4 hour. As you can see, pretty good. On 1 hour. Yeah, I guess you, especially if you are a scalper, this is a really good indicator. It can help everywhere on every time. Let's check 30 minutes. Also, I have a lot of people that ask me about an indicator that can work on Bank Nifty. So let's check also Bank Nifty. If it works also here. A lot of day traders. No, it seems not giving any signal here. Let's check SPX 500. On SPX 500 it works. Oh, just say it's kind of short. So here also we're always on 5 minutes, 15 minutes, sorry. On 1 hour you see you buy. So some nice signals in my opinion. I mean, this chart so talks by itself again. Bottom and top indicator. Okay, now I guess it's time to discuss about another indicator, so the Sniper Scalper. So let's activate him. Oh, as you can see, you have really much more signals here. On every time frame you go, you will have much more, really much more signals. So again, this is another indicator, another algorithm, which tries again, but gives much more signals to find local tops, local bottoms. So suggest some scalps. It doesn't suggest any strategy. So it's not a strategy. So not suggest to sell, buy, and so automatically run it over a bot. Okay. But as you can see, let's check especially the latest years. Okay, so as you can see, if you, as me, believe we are living in a perma bull market, you will blindly follow any long signal. Especially here we are on daily time frame, so you can really trust these long signals. They are really local bottom always. For the short, I would say the same. We have a lot of local top that are called. Okay, of course these are not, and in my experience, when a short signal is denied like this, it's a strong bull signal. This is in my experience what I see. Let's change a bit the style. Let's put this on top. Okay, you have always the background here. So if a short signal is denied like this with a bullish engulfing, you go long. Okay, this is a straight rule for me that I learned using this Sniper Scalper. You can always lose this you use this indicator with profit, because if you find that there is a reason to go short, for example, any other traders, you could have said that we have a swing failure pattern here. Okay, we have a swing failure pattern here, but then it's denied by this bullish engulfing. Of course, you go long. Okay, you go long. Perfect. And the same happened here, denied by a bullish engulfing, and price went even more higher. And that's it. We may say the same for each short was called in this by this indicator. Long signals, of course, are really best ones, because you know, especially SPX is only a bull market. It's perma bull market. So let's go on lower time frames. Let's go, for example, on 1 hour. We are we are today. Okay, so let's reset also this above bar. Okay. So you can see you can use the signals really better now. So you can easily see that you have a good hedge, especially on the long signals. They are pretty in the right place. Okay, you can always manage to close in profit, especially the bullish signal. Let's check, for example, another indicator, market. Let's check GPB JPY, for example. Okay, let's go, for example, on the 15 minutes. You can see you can scalp a lot. For example, this of course was not a good scalp, but sure, but this was really a good one, a good one, a good one, good one, good one, again good one, good one. This was not a good long, but this was. So you can do a lot of profit. And how can you manage your entry, your stop loss? I can tell you what I do. Again, if I should short here, I choose exactly. It's a good stop loss position above the recent high, and I always try to get a 3-hour trade, at least 2-hour, of course, and you get it. Okay, just one day after. In other scenarios, then here was easy because there was a clear bearish trend. So you see lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Okay, here instead you started having an higher high, so you know you are in an uptrend. So in uptrend, you don't expect price to go below here, otherwise it will break the market structure, the trend. Okay, so it's okay to take profit early. Okay, especially if you continue do higher high. Okay, here the price is making a high, lower high. Okay, so you take profit early. For example, you can use Fibonacci. Okay, so targeting the 618 level. This is just some basic rules I apply for myself, and I'm sharing to you. Another tool that you can use to define where to take profit, because Sniper Scalper does not suggest where to take profit, is just to use this free indicator I have. Okay, what does this indicator do? Highlight with a background color if you are in an overbought or you are in oversold zone, basically really only on RSI. So let's suppose you want to filter a little more. Okay, so for example, if you had this long here, where will you take profit? Of course here. It's saying it's really overbought. We have it's really overbought. Let's disable the background here, so we have only background from the RSI background indicator. So if you long it here, you take profit here, basically. And also here you have a nice confluence, because the short was in a range where we were overbought. Okay, so a nice confluence that you can play. Same here. Okay, so if you shorted here, so also here a nice confluence along with the oversold. You close the short here, oversold. Of course, you can change them back to default settings, and that's it. I mean, this can help a lot. Let's go back to another crypto pair, BNB. But really, again, I really don't like the 15 minutes, especially on crypto, too much signals. And on crypto, you have to lower this kind of okay. So suppose here again overbought. You have a short. This is a nice confluence, but market is denying the short. It doesn't want to fall, so you go long. Okay, especially if you see the price breaking previous high, you go long, man. And this is also a great hedge you have, because if the indicator is telling you have reason to go short, but the market does not fall, there is something you must think about it. Because another problem of the trader is the entry. Basically, sometimes you don't have a reason to entry unless you don't have patience enough. You are not patient enough, and you entry because you want to rush into a trade. Maybe because you are over trading. So if you wait here and you start thinking, we have a reason, proven reason to go short, but the market is not going short, then you have again a reason to go long. The same reason. Okay. Here again, in this case, the short was pretty good. Okay, pretty good. But again, the market is denying. So again, is denying. Doesn't all fall. I guess BNB will go really higher from here. Again, this was instead a nice short, nice short, nice long, nice short, nice short. Okay, basically, and you close here. Um, especially if you are not greedy, what I say always to my students is also this: you must not be greedy when you are in profit in a trade. Okay, you can always close 20% of your position, 30%, maybe 50% of your position, and then you put stop loss at entry. So from that moment, the trade is risk-free because you took profit, so you recouped all the fees and you put some profit in your wallet. And then even if the stop loss is hit, as you move the stop loss to entry, you are fine. You are fine because you are not losing anything. You are losing some profit, but it's okay. That's it. I guess also here you can see that the labels told by themselves, um, and it's fine to have some nice scalp here. Okay. I guess someone wants to see also. Let's check Google. Google. This is a good pair for Google. I guess yes. And so you, especially, we are in a bull market. The longs are really with this signal. This was a nice short with confluence. Here again is a nice short, but market denies. Okay, when market denies, you know that we have to really go long. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is not really the best for calling, especially if we compare this to the crypto swing trading. Much more trustable, despite you have very much less signal. One thing I forgot to say about the Sniper Scalper, that you have a filter. You have a filter inside, which currently is at max level. You can change in order to have more signals. So you can ping pong really much more. Okay. So it's lowering the filter, you have much more signals. Okay. On higher time frames, so of course, it's more trustable. As you can see, you have more trustful signals. Okay. Again, this is a really great long signal instead. Long. Okay. So again, a short which is immediately denied. So really strong long signal. So always you can use this indicator as a powerful hedge in your trading journey. This is my opinion. Okay, again, let's go back to the initial chart just to check what would have done. Really some nice calls here again. You have some reason to go short. Here the short was sorry, I like to have the background here. Was really denied, so strong buy signal, and again we got denied here too, in my opinion. So again, a strong long signal, and that's it. As we were denied here, a strong long signal. So you can really use this indicator with profit, in my opinion. And that's it from me. I'm Astro Park. You can find me on Telegram or on TradingView, also on Twitter. My Twitter ID is this, astropark_BTC. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in comments if you like it, if you have questions, if you would like to have a trial. It would be my pleasure to give a trial to you, so you can see also on your eyes, despite, I guess, the video tutorial was pretty straightforward in understanding and explaining. Okay, see you. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content. Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.